What's up, guys? How we doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. It's already hot. Hey, I wasn't going to start the video yet, but I have to show you something. There is a big difference in lawn care companies, and I'm going to tell you why. I want you to see this. I don't know if you can. There's grass everywhere. Now, this lawn was cut with a 36. Grass all over. Now here's my property I just cut both of those. You can see very clean, very neat for what you're working with. You know, you're not, that is a mess that they will not allow me to clean up because they don't want to pay for it. But you can see, another thing is when you guys are blowing sidewalks, man, my goodness, blow those edges out into the yard. Can't tell you how many times I've seen people just walk down through and just cover right back into the edge. That is so awful. Do not do that kind of work. Now, let me show you. This is what this one looks like compared to that one. I don't know if you guys can see the grass all over. But don't do that kind of work. That's really pitiful work, and that's how you get a bad name. People are paying good money, or at least they should be, to have you come out and do these yards. Do them professionally. See you guys in a bit. Got a great topic to talk about today, and no, I'm not going to be yelling or screaming or preaching, whatever. I'm just going to talk about something that I think is kind of important. So let's get to work. I got a lot of yards today, man. Let's go. All right, guys, I am going to record here for you. Got 1.6 acres. I'm sure some of you have seen this, but I'm going to take care of this front yard. Once a month, I trim the ditch line, and then I got to take care of all that back there. So yeah, we are at 95 degrees at 11:30 in the morning, and you know, I never get the real feel thing. If you touch a hot plate and it feels like 110 degrees, it's 110 degrees. If it feels 95 out, then it's 95. It is what it feels, man. Okay, so it's a hot one. This one takes me about a half hour to trim. So I'm going to get it trimmed, and then I'll be back with some mowing footage. See you guys soon. All right, guys, that's it. You can see it. It's done. It's a big place. Took me about an hour and 20 minutes. I got to blow everything off. That'll take me about, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. But yeah, it's a pretty big place. But I get paid well, and it's kind of nice because you can get out here and just kind of relax and just feel the flow. Get your mind off of the hustle and bustle of yard to yard to yard to yard. And there was something I was going to tell you. Oh yeah, check out the Yard Boys video yesterday. Big shout out to my dude Corey over there at Yard Boy. They've got these things you can put on your trimmer, like extra spools. It's the first time I ever seen it, and pretty cool because I mean I have to usually put the trim line in my pants pocket, and you definitely don't want to be out on one of these big properties and run out of trim line and walk all the way back to the truck. Everything you do out here, everything you do should be about efficiency, okay? I mean everything. When I pull up to a yard, I've already mapped out in my head where it needs trimmed, how to trim it, and the fastest possible way to trim it, and mowing as well, and blowing. I see guys start blowing in the backyards first. Why? Blow from the road all the way through the house, front to back. You know what I'm saying? So much faster, so much faster. But anyway, I'll be back a little bit. I got a couple more, and then we'll have a chat. See you in a few. Alright guys, that is it. All done. Sorry I didn't finish the video out at the job site. Man, just so hot that my tablet was kicking off. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about was, how do you know when it's time to buy new equipment? Okay? I don't really hear that a lot. When's it time to buy? Yeah, of course it's time to buy. If something breaks down, you can't get it fixed, you've got to have something that day. And I've had to do that. I've had to go buy a chainsaw. You know, if somebody steals something from you, obviously you have to replace it. That's a good time to buy, which let's hope that never happens to anyone. But there are some times to buy. And when do you know when to buy? How do you know? So, for those of you guys who have been in business a while, you're doing all right, you're making good money. Usually, a good time to buy is right around the end of the year. You want to get your purchases in for tax time. Believe me, you do not want to give this money to the government if you do not have to. And I would rather have a new piece of equipment for my business than to have to fork over all that money. So that's a great time to buy. Usually toward the end of the season, you'll notice a lot of guys will be rushing around to purchase stuff to save on their taxes. When's it a good time to buy a new mower or another mower? Let's say you're getting bigger properties and you've got a 36 and you say, man, I really need to move up to a 52 or a 61. That's a great time to buy. You don't necessarily have to buy brand new, but it's a good time to buy. Let's say you're on a stander and you're starting to do really, let's say you're going to start doing Ray type properties. Look, it doesn't bother me to stand up for an acre or two. I don't think I want to stand up for 5 to 10 acres on a 61 or a 72. So that's a good time to start looking to purchase another mower. What about your blowers? You know, and honestly, me, for trimmers, about 3-4 years, man. And I'm like, okay, look, if somebody wants to buy it, I'll sell it for 50 bucks. If not, it's time for the heap. Because after about 4 years, you've made your money off of it. it's about time to be replaced. Honestly, I'm usually right around after the 3rd year. And I've went through quite a few trimmers. Used to be an Echo guy. Still like the Echo hedge trimmers, but I do think I'm going to switch to the steel hedge trimmers. My buddy Tim Herr let me use a pair of his. Wow, I like them. They're much lighter than the Echoes. The only thing is they don't hold as much gas, and that's been my, that's been my thing. I want it to hold gas. Chainsaws, man, I've had a chainsaw for 10 years. And nothing's ever went wrong with it. I don't use it a lot. Now, guys who are doing chainsaw work, you got to check their videos out. I really don't know when you replace a chainsaw. Blowers for me are usually, I don't know, man, 5-6 years, somewhere around in there. I don't know about you guys. And that's the thing about this. I need your input because, when you're making a video, you don't quite think of everything off the top of your head. That's why I love you guys watching, because you guys always come up with stuff that I forget. So I urge people who are watching the video to go back and check the comments, because there's a lot of good comments, man, from people. Power washers, I don't know. This is my first power washer I've ever owned. I've had it 3 years. I think for me, when the thing don't run anymore, it'll be time for a new one. Hedge trimmers are different for me because the last pair of Echoes I had, they just locked up one day after 5 years. So it was like, okay, I'm not changing the gearbox out. I'm just going to go ahead and get a new one. This push mower or self-propelled Toro, that thing's 2 years old. I'm going to do a little bit of work to it this winter. That thing should last me another 5-6 years, I hope, because I'm constantly, at least twice a year, I change the oil on it. This FS91R is going on 4 years old, I believe, and I've got to get a carburetor for it, because I think I'm going to get a carb and then sell it. If anybody's interested in the Columbus area and they want to buy it the way it is, it needs a carburetor, I would sell it for $150 because it's still a nice trimmer. But, I don't want you to think that you have to go out and buy new equipment just because, hey, there's something latest and greatest thing, and I think that's cool. There are some people out there that are constantly buying stuff just to try it. I think that's asinine, man. You don't have to spend your money like that. Get something that works for you. Run it till it's gone. Because once you buy it and you make your money back, you are making pure profit. Now, when do I purchase a new mower? Okay, because, my last mower had almost 2,000 hours on it. They did away with the 52 Cheetah. It was starting to cost me money here and there. Not big money, but it was a matter of time. Now, Big Mo, he had a mower. He just bought a V-Ride 52-inch. He had a mower that he had for 10 years, and it's still running, man. But eventually, hey, there's a Skag push mower. Cool. I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't even know if I got the camera on it. But for me, when this mower, because my mower's been paid off for over a year. I paid my mower off the first year I had it. So I'd like to get 5 years out of them after they're paid off. And then it's like, you know what? I need to spend some money on my taxes, get some money off my taxes. I'd still try to sell them while they've still got some value to them. Don't wait until if you are going to buy a new mower, do not wait until your old mower is so bad that you can't get any value out of it. Okay, that's my opinion. everybody has their own opinion. I say do not wait. If you've got the money and you want to purchase one, you know, because, like, let's be honest, man, 90% of the people finance anymore anyway. But guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps. You know, if something breaks down and it just no longer works, then you obviously have to get something new. Unless you've got time, but a lot of us don't have time, because if I've got to go tomorrow and both my trimmers are down, I'm buying a new trimmer. I've got to go. I've got to work. So, and there's no time to go buy carburetors and gaskets and all that and come back home and try to fix it. I've got to go to work. And you guys have been there, you know what I mean. So, hey, as always, Dr. Real was in the house. Keep it real, guys. I hope you had a great day. I did. I got 10 monster yards done by 3:45. So, hey, tomorrow's another day. We got a couple big ones and got some nice ones. So we'll see you then, guys. Peace.